What's up guys, Promulgation here. Today I'll be bringing you a Mediocremons replay. If you don't know Mediocremons, for me it's the current metagame of the month, and I should be posting this today, so unless something goes seriously wrong, it's the current metagame of the month of July. Basically, you can only use Pokemon that have no stats that are base 100 or higher. It sounds pretty cool. Personally, I don't really like the tier that much. It has a lot of really repetitive Pokemon: Xatu, Slurpuff, Venomoth, Quagsire. Like a lot of really repetitive Pokemon. You can't go like 3 battles without a Basculin. Worse than OU. And I don't dislike OU stuff, but this battle was really fantastic. So I'm on the far side. It's Megazord Z. I have a defensive. Well, I have a bulky offensive, more like team. Slash half bulky offensive, half stall. I have an Eviolite Floette without Calm Mind with Aromatherapy instead, so it doesn't set up. I have an Unaware Quagsire, even though a lot of them in this tier are water absorbed, because it's actually really good in this tier. It is Unaware because there's also a lot of Belly Drum and Quiver Dance from Venomoth and all that stuff. AV Malamar actually has really good stats now, so that was one of the things I was really excited to see. So, typical AV stuff. I have a Klefki without Swagger. It's Thunder Wave, Draining Kiss, Flash Cannon, Spikes, because I'm not going to be a person that uses Swagger. I have Nidoqueen that's like Life Orb, 3 attacks plus Stealth Rocks, because rocks are kind of cool. And then I have an Eviolite Zweilous, which is just so awesome. Fun fact, I don't remember where I saw this, but Banded Hustle Zweilous hits as hard as a Rayquaza with his Outrage, which is oh my god. So it's not Banded, it's Eviolite to be a bit bulky, but Zweilous is power. My opponent has a Xatu, which is pretty common. They do run Calm Mind as well as bulky Magic Bounce sets in this tier, so I have to watch out for that, but I do have Quagsire, which can typically handle it. Poliwrath could be sub-bulk up or something, not really sure what it does, haven't seen many. Nidoqueen is obviously a good attacker, physically or specially. Its physical attack is higher now, I'm still seeing a lot of special ones though. Then Gabite, probably Scarfed, from my experience. Slurpuff, if you don't know what Slurpuff does, then you're just dumb right now. And then Golduck, I'm not really sure what this runs because there's so many things it could run, but I'm not really afraid of anything. Anyway, it leads with Poliwrath. I'm going to lead with Calamari. That's Calamari backwards. These subs as I go for Psycho Cut, so automatically I know this has to be sub Salic or sub with the plus attack berry, and sub with the plus attack berry would be kind of stupid because you could just use Power Up Punch, so I'm assuming this is sub Salic Poliwrath, so I'm just going to Psycho Cut him all the way down to his last sub, as he does indeed get the Salic berry boost, so I did call that correctly. But now I know some sort of stupidly strong Waterfall or Brick Break is coming, so I'm going to go into Bad Weed the Quagsire. It's a joke because Quagsire is stripping out, and it's 4 times weak to Grass. Get it? Anyway, he crits me with the Brick Break, brings me on half health, kind of sucks. His Earthquake's just going to kill him. Earthquake's just going to kill him. That was not a threat at all. I'm physically defensive Quagsire. Goes into the Golduck. I wasn't sure what it's going to do, but I think Klefki is the least useful. So I'm going to go into Klefki as he sets up a Hone Claws. I'm like, oh, it's the Hone Claws set. Okay. I'm going to T-Wave him as he goes for the Iron Tail. I believe, yeah, Iron Tail, which does a lot of damage. And it's Life Orbed Hone Claws Golduck. This entire guy's team is pretty much all set-up stuff. The Poliwrath, the Golduck, the Slurpuff, it's just crazy. I mean, now with the minus defense, a Cross Chop is going to kill me. That's slightly unfortunate. I can go into Nidoqueen, though, and I'm just going to Revenge Kill it with a Poison Jab, which is stronger than Earthquake because Sheer Force Life Orb, and it doesn't take Life Orb recall. Goes into Nidoqueen, and I lose the Speed Tie. And that was it. That was basically, I just straight up lose the Speed Tie. I can go into Calamari. Goes for the Sledge Wave. That does a lot, but not enough because I am max HP Assault Vest. Psycho Cut is 75%. He's just going to go for another one. I'm just going to leave in Calamari. Nidoqueen is a problem for this team, but Calamari does handle it. Problem is my specially defensive stuff, Klefki and Floette, weak to Nidoqueen. Anyway, I'm going to go for Psycho Cut. I see Dazzling Gleams. I thought he was just going to Belly Drum, but Dazzling Gleam kind of caught me off guard. I'm like, oh, he's special. So I'm going to go into Quagsire. As he goes for Dazzling Gleam, does more than I thought because he must be max special attack or something. So I don't really want to stay in here. I'm going to swap out and go into the Eviolite Floette. This part is going to take a little bit. Shouldn't be too long. I'm just going to speed it up a little bit. Turns out to be a Calm Mind set with Surf. Surf is pretty interesting. I'm going to go for Moonblast, negate that special attack because Moonblast has a 30% chance of taking away that special attack boost. Do it again, lose the special attack again. He's going to go for a Calm Mind. and he's just gonna fucking lose the special attack every single goddamn time. This was pretty unfortunate. Look, minus special attack here, like, what the absolute fuck. I'm gonna go for a wish just to be at good health after this, just like, oh my god, like every time I just got the special attack drop. So he goes into Zato, and turns out to be a calm mindset. I thought he was gonna be physically defensive, because I'm like, there's no way he can have all this setup stuff. So I'm gonna wish, and then pass it to Quagsire, because most of them are like, Calm Mind, Roost, Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, but he has the Giga Drain, which is really good actually, because it tells me he doesn't have Dazzling Gleam, so I'm going to go into Hate Habit the Zweilous, and Crunch misses, which kind of sucks, but it doesn't really matter, because Heat Wave doesn't really do anything, and not Garchomp, Gabite could always take me out from full anyway, goes into Gabite, goes for a Hone Claws, and I miss an Outrage. And that basically means GG. This guy had a team of, like, everything set up except for Nidoqueen, but unfortunately Moonblast won't take it out, and yeah, that 2 Hustle misses kind of sucks right there. The first one didn't matter, but like that second Hustle miss, I actually might have been able to take one because it was only +1 Gabite, and Zweilous is actually really bulky. I remember like old Canadian Wi-Fi or 5th gen stuff where we used like specially defensive Zweilous and NU. But anyway, that was still a great battle. It all came down to a Hustle miss, and you know what? If you want to run a Zweilous, then you have to deal with Hustle. So that's my fault. That was a great game, and if you like this, please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscription, or any other support you'd like to show. As always, the like goal is still at 1, that all-powerful 1 like, and yeah, happy battles, guys.